Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Margaret Johnson. Thank you so much for joining us. Happening right now, we are finally hearing some of the details from an arrest and a near 40-year-old cold case in the Piedmont Triad. Our Meredith Suss joins us from Surry County. Meredith, what did law enforcement reveal to you?
Margaret, the arrest of Robert James Adkins is being described as a very significant day. They finished the job that they had promised her parents they would do so many years ago, and now both of her parents had passed. Adkins actually lived right here in Surry County and had been questioned by law enforcement multiple times over the years, but there had never been enough evidence to nail him. But now, with his arrest and him behind bars, law enforcement hopes that there can be resolve and a new chapter for everyone involved. Members of the Rhonda Blaylock task force formed in 2015 told us that the case went hot and cold several times throughout the decades. It was this month, August of 1980, when a passerby found Blaylock's body near Pilot Mountain, 18 miles from where she was last seen getting into a truck with a man. It took hundreds of interviews, leads in Ohio, Myrtle Beach, evidence submitted to a lab in Pennsylvania to finally have a person of interest, 62-year-old Robert James Adkins. They arrested him on Friday at home and charged him with Blaylock's murder and rape.
It's always the motivation of receiving a case and closing it. It's like a puzzle. You get a puzzle, you start putting it together. Well, you might leave it there, but you always come back to finish it.
To see that he remains behind bars for the rest of his life. And we don't know how long that any of us are going to live, but he's there for however amount of time that will be.
Now, we do know that the family still has many more questions to be answered, and they hope that some of those questions can begin being answered when Adkins is due back in court next month on September 9th. Reporting live in Surry County, Meredith Suss, WXII 12 News.
Meredith, thank you. Also happening now, an Alamance County man is accused of sexually abusing a child. Deputies arrested Jeffrey Rice today. Investigators say the abuse stems back to December of last year and involves a 15-year-old. Rice is facing 5 felony counts. He is due in court this afternoon. Also happening now, the SBI says an agent injured in an explosion in Sampson County is out of the hospital. Tim Looper was released on Saturday and is recovering at home. He, along with Agent Brian Joy, were hurt while investigating bomb-making materials at a home a couple weeks ago. Right now, President Trump is in Dayton, Ohio, one of 2 sites rocked by mass shootings last weekend. A White House spokesperson said that the president is trying to help heal the communities, but protesters are expected to show up in both cities with a call for tougher gun control laws. We get more now from Jay Gray.
Panic overnight in Times Square. The backfire of a passing motorcycle mistaken for gunfire.
People were screaming and crying and climbing over each other.
In Utah, it's a loud noise inside this mall that triggers chaos.
As you can imagine, there's a heightened sense of fear right now with things that have gone on around our country, and people were in a full-on panic.
With the nation on edge, President Trump travels to Dayton and El Paso, cities struggling in the wake of back-to-back mass shootings.
We'll be meeting with first responders, law enforcement, some of the victims, and paying my respects and regards.
The mayors in both grieving communities raising their voices, suggesting the president may get a chilly reception.
He's made this bet and he's got to lie in it, he hasn't, his rhetoric has been painful for many in our community, and I think that people should stand up and say they're not happy if they're not happy that he's coming.
No, I don't think my rhetoric has at all. I think my rhetoric is it brings people together.
As investigators try to piece together how and why the massacres took place, while families of the victims,
it just hurts,
wrestle with the heartache of their loss.
It's a pain that will never go away. It's like I'm living in a dream, and I want to wake up from it, but I can't.
Jay Gray, NBC News, El Paso.
Here in the Weather Center with Dave. And Dave, you're watching a little rain on the radar out there, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. We're looking over Greensboro right now, Margaret, and you can see the extra clouds that have started to pull in, and Greensboro proper will probably start to pick up some rain here in just a little bit. And we'll take a look at the radar. There's a few cells out there that we're watching this afternoon. Nothing severe, but there are some rains out there, and some of them laying down a pretty good amount of rain. You can see this one little complex that's moving. It's actually moved over western parts of the Piedmont and now starting to push into areas of Guilford County and parts of Rockingham County at this hour too. Up in around the Highway 220 corridor, up into portions of Rockingham County, some showers up in there. Now moving in towards Summerfield, Madison, picking up a little shower activity. Move a little further off to the south, and you can see some heavier rains now in and around the High Point region, just off to the north and east of that. Again, moving up towards Pleasant Garden, and all of that rain pushing off to the east as we go on into this afternoon. Again, some of these heavier rains now into areas of northwest Randolph County, around Trinity. Thomasville's picked up some rain in and around the Freeman Mill area, and then extending on the way back into parts of Pleasant Garden, where there's a little bit of thunderstorm activity over western parts of Guilford County at this hour. Again, just some heavy rains at the moment. You'll see the sun come back out as we go into this afternoon, and that will allow our temperatures to go up a little bit more. In fact, getting up close to the 90-degree mark, and it's humid out there, as you know already. 83 in Greensboro, but you see the rain-cooled air in some of these communities, like in Winston, where it's 76 and 79, in Lexington. A few showers cooled them off for just a little bit, but those temperatures will recover as we go on into the heat of this afternoon. And they've had a little shower activity up in the mountains, but their temperatures are into the low 70s at this hour as well. So muggy with some mixed sun for the rest of the day today. Afternoon, evening storms. Some of those could possibly be severe or strong in nature, where they could have winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. We'll have to watch for that. That would probably be after the 3 or 4 o'clock hour, and maybe on into the evening, and some heavy rains in there, and a moderate chance to maybe even see a little small hail as we go on into this afternoon and evening too. We'll keep you updated on that, but we'll have the 7-day forecast and take a peek at the weekend coming up in just a little bit, Margaret.
Dave, thank you. Now is a good time to download the free WXII 12 News app. You can check the radar while you're on the go and get severe weather alerts based on your location. The WXII 12 News app is available for both Apple and Android. A 22-year-old man is in jail this afternoon. He is accused of killing a man outside a Winston-Salem restaurant. Officers say Robert Granado shot 32-year-old Julius Sampson following an argument. Now, this happened around 3:30 yesterday afternoon outside BJ's Restaurant and Brew House near Haynes Mall. Police have not revealed what that argument was about. Sampson's wife sent us this photo of him this morning. She shared this statement with us, quote, "I want awareness and justice for my husband. My husband wasn't an animal that deserved slaughtering." We also spoke to one of Julius's friends, who says that he was a newlywed and a youth mentor.
He always had a smile on his face. He was a very, very non-confrontational type guy. All about peace and having fun, seeing everybody come together. The impact of this loss will be felt for a long time.
Well, this is the 15th homicide in Winston-Salem this year. Granada is due in court tomorrow.